Hey everyone, welcome back to my Relive the Music channel. Today we're rewinding all the way back to 1987 and going to take a look at one of the most dangerous, iconic and successful debut albums in rock history, selling well over 30 million albums. I am of course talking about the one and only Guns N' Roses and their debut album Appetite for Destruction. So in the video, I'm going to break it down track by track, give you a few wee fun facts about each song and what I like about each song. So my name's Ricky and welcome to my channel, Relive the Music. Okay, the opening track on this iconic album is Welcome to the Jungle. And this is Axl Rose talking about his first-hand experiences of when he moved to LA, and it talks about the dangers, temptation and raw energy of city life. And the actual name for the track, Welcome to the Jungle, originates from a chance encounter that Axl had with a homeless man when he was visiting a friend in Seattle, and the homeless man said to him, "Do you know where you are? You're in the jungle, you're going to die." And he used that lyric in the song to good effect. So quite often in the early days, this song was used as the opening song in a lot of Guns N' Roses set lists before It's So Easy would take over. Okay, so the video for this song really helped Guns N' Roses gain in popularity. So the record company at the time, Geffen, managed to get MTV to agree to play the video for it, but they said they were only going to play it once, and this was at 4 AM on a Sunday morning. However, once they played the video, they were absolutely swamped with people phoning up, requesting to see and hear the song again. So basically, they had to keep playing it, and then Guns N' Roses gained in popularity as a result of that. So obviously bear in mind, there wasn't any internet back then, so MTV was like one of the main viewing platforms, basically the equivalent of Top of the Pops in the UK. The thing I really like about this song is just the way it starts, you know, it gets louder and louder and you have the, oh my god, and then when it kicks in and the drums it goes do 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 do, and it kicks into the guitar solo and it's brilliant. Halfway through this song as well, where it talks about once you're high you never want to get down, you really get a sense of Axl's strength on vocals with his real screeching and singing on this song, this raw, powerful energy which will become a staple throughout this album, and I love it just for that fact alone. Track 2 is It's So Easy, and Duff McKagan takes co-lead vocals alongside Axl in this one, and the song is about their early chaotic lifestyle, which was easy drugs, easy women and easily getting into trouble. So darker than it first sounds, the song was actually written in a friend's kitchen, that friend being Aaron West Arkeen. So Arkeen lived in an apartment next to Duff, and the two of them struck up a close friendship and began writing songs together. And Axl reportedly wanted to get him in the band as a third guitarist because of his songwriting abilities. That never happened, but songs that you would hear in the future, such as The Garden, Bad Obsession and Yesterdays, were all written with Arkeen. It's So Easy was also the first single that Guns N' Roses ever released, although it didn't actually manage to chart at the time. It's also one of their shortest songs at about 3 minutes long, and it was quite often used as their opening song on the set list. So the first time that I ever heard this song was through my childhood best friend Paul Laverty, and he played it, and the bit that I used to like most in this song, being a teenager, was the bit in the middle where it goes, "I see you standing there, you think you're so cool, why don't you just fuck off?" Okay, track 3 in the album is Night Train, and personally it's my favourite song from this album. So the song is about a cheap fortified wine that the band used to drink called Night Train Express. It had a really high alcohol content of 17.5%, and it was reported that you could buy it for like $1.25 at the time. So when the band had like not a lot of money, they used to just get by buying loads of bottles of this and drinking it. So when you hear the song, when they're talking about I'm on a night train, bottoms up, I'm on a night train, fill my cup, ready to crash and burn, and you know I can never get enough, that's them talking about this drink. So the idea for the song came about when the band were in Hollywood, drinking and fooling around and clapping a rhythm and saying I'm on the night train. And it's reported as well that this is actually one of Slash's most favourite songs to play live because of the solo parts in it. And the bit that I really like most about this song is actually the opening sort of bit to it. So when you've got the drums with the douche, 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 down, and the loud noise, and then coming in with the guitar. Down, 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 down. Track 4 in the album is Out to Get Me, and this is basically about Axl's struggle with law enforcement during his early years, and him feeling that the police were always out to get him. So they felt like he was always getting arrested during his early youth in Indiana, and then later on when he went to LA, or just feeling like he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I think that this song is one of the most aggressive sounding vocals by Axl Rose on any Guns N' Roses song. And I think that is just down to the sheer nature of the content of this song, him truly believing that everybody was out to get him. And that's obviously written in the chorus as well, where it's saying they're out to get me, they won't catch me because I'm innocent, they won't break me. And I think that he truly feels that. And yeah, I really like this song just because of the sheer fast nature of it. Track 5 in the album is Mr. Brownstone. And this is about heroin, with Mr. Brownstone being a slang term for it because of its brown colour. And the lyrics describe the band's problems with addiction, in particular Slash and Izzy Stradlin, who co-wrote it. So the idea for this came about whilst they were waiting for their drug dealer coming round to their kitchen, and they were joking about their habit, and they actually wrote the lyrics in the back of a grocery bag whilst he was waiting to appear. So this was one of the first songs recorded for this album, and indeed it was actually written before they'd secured the record deal. And the lyric in it where it says, I used to do a little bit, and do it so the little get more and more, that's actually just talking about how their drug use escalated. So the song isn't meant to glamorise drug use at all, and in fact if you look at the last verse, the lyrics in it, it says, stuck it in the middle and I shot it in the middle and it drove me out of my mind. I should have known better, said I wish I never met her, said I'll leave it all behind, just goes to prove that. So what I really like about this song is the kind of funky nature, the way it saunters along and then it repeats the chorus, which is really good to sing along to. Track 6 in the album is Paradise City, and this was inspired by Los Angeles, and the lyrics kind of reflect the fact that the band are longing for something a wee bit better than the Hollywood gritty lifestyle that they've been accustomed to. So the lyrics for this sort of infamous chorus came about when the band were coming back in a tour bus from San Francisco to LA, and Slash, Izzy and Duff were jamming with the guitars, and Axl was singing along saying, take me back to the Paradise City, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. So Slash apparently joked and had another lyric for this chorus. He wanted it to be, take me back to the Paradise City, where the girls are fat and they've got big titties, which is pretty funny. But the band stuck with the one that Axl had, and thankfully he did.
There's an original version of that song. It's where the girls are fat and they got big titties, or where the grass is green and the girls are pretty.
Yeah.
So you can really hear the band's raw punk energy in this song, especially towards the end where it kind of speeds up. And I think that's one of the main reasons that Guns N' Roses use this as a sort of closing song in their set list these days. So the bit I really like about this song is just kind of after the first chorus, where they get Axl with the whistle, and then it goes really loud with the do da 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 da. Track 7 is My Michelle, and this is about a real person called Michelle Young. So she was a classmate of Slash in junior high, and indeed I actually managed to find a picture of them together here. So she got introduced to the rest of the band, and she became part of their friends circle in LA. So the idea for the song came about apparently when her and Axl were in the car together, and Your Song came on by Elton John, and she joked how she would like to have a song written about her one day. So Axl Rose's first attempt at the song was quite romantic and poetic, and it didn't really capture her lifestyle. So Michelle had a bit of an unfortunate background. Her mum died of a drug overdose, and her dad worked in the pornography industry. So the second version that Axl Rose, and indeed the one which you hear today, is really gritty and hard hitting. So even the opening line, it says, your daddy works in porno, now your mummy's not around. She used to love her heroin, but now she's underground. So talking about her dad working in the industry and her mum dying. So Michelle's apparently got herself clean and really likes the song now, appreciating its brutal honesty. So I really like the song for like its fast-paced nature and the way that Axl shifts his voice during different bits of the song. Track 8 is Think About You, and this song is about the theme of infatuation with love. So this song was written by Izzy Stradlin, and actually in early rehearsals he would be the one that would sing it as well, but in the album version which we hear today it's obviously Axl's voice on it. So it's one of the shorter songs in the album, it's only about 3 minutes long, and it's kind of got a punky feel about it, almost a bit like Ramones. So they don't really tend to play this song live. Obviously when they're first setting out in like 86, they played it when they didn't have that many songs, and then it made a sort of brief comeback in 2001 when Izzy was guesting some of the tours. So I think it's a real shame. I really enjoy this song. The bit I really like about it most is Axl's, sheer screams as it gets towards the end of the song when he's going on about I think about you, oh yeah. And it goes on really high vocals on it. Maybe that's why they don't sing it anymore, because he would struggle to perform it these days. I don't know. Track 9 in the album is Sweet Child of Mine, and is easily one of the most recognisable songs in the world. So this is actually Guns N' Roses' only US #1 hit, believe it or not. So the riff actually came about when Slash was messing about with the guitar, and he joked thinking it sounded a bit like a circus tune, but when Axl heard it he instantly loved it and started writing lyrics to it, and apparently wrote the song in about 5 to 10 minutes using inspiration from his then girlfriend. So this iconic opening riff by Slash has been voted #1 guitar riff of all time in various different magazines and online fan polls. However, it's kind of funny that Slash didn't really like the song at first. He described it as being too sappy, and it's probably something to do with the fact that he has to play it at basically every Guns N' Roses show, but I think his feelings have obviously changed on it throughout the years, having contributed to much of the band's success because of this song. So what I like about the song, apart from obviously the catchy guitar riff, is just the way that Axl's vocals on it. He gives you the full range of them. And then you've got some really good guitar work in the song as well, and it sort of breaks down about 2/3 through when it goes, where do we go now, where do we go now, and then builds up to the climactic ending. Track 10 in the album is You're Crazy, and this is about being pushed over the edge in a toxic relationship, reflecting themes of chaos and anger which runs throughout most of Appetite for Destruction. So originally when the band recorded this, the version was a lot slower. It was almost an acoustic song, but the then producer of the album, Mike Klink, suggested that they speed it up a bit to run in theme with the other songs in the album. So later on you would actually hear that slower version that would come out on Guns N' Roses' Lies album in 1988. So I really like this fast-paced little song. It's reportedly one of the songs that Duff McKagan likes playing best live because of its real fast raw punk energy. The bit for me that I really like in this song is sort of halfway through it when it goes whoa, and then it goes into like the different guitar solos. So yeah, a really short, sharp, really fast-paced, fun song. Track 11 in the album is Anything Goes, and this is basically about the guy's partying lifestyle back in LA at the time, just that young, carefree attitude that they basically just want to go out and have sex and don't really have anything else to sort of worry about. So you even get that from like the opening line in the song where it goes, I've been thinking about sex, I've been hungry for something that I haven't had yet. I'm not going to sing it to you, I'll just talk it out. But yeah, I really like this song. It's really catchy, quite fast-paced. I think it's just over about 3 minutes long. It really kind of captures that kind of punk feel that they had about some of these songs. And the thing that I like about it is obviously it's got that unique sound at the start of the song. So you've got Slash using that talk box instrument, which gives it that kind of unique sound to it. So yeah, it's one that they put on their set list from time to time, and I was lucky enough to catch it at Bellahouston Park when I saw them in 2023. Track 12 and the last song on this album is Rocket Queen. So this song is actually named after a girl that the band befriended called Barbie Von Grief, and sometimes the band would stay at her apartment and get a shower or get fed or even get clothed, and she was like a groupie of the LA scene at the time. So contrary to popular belief, the song isn't actually about Adriana Smith. So Adriana Smith, for those who don't know, she was the on-off girlfriend of drummer Steven Adler at the time, and Axl actually recorded himself having sex in the studio with her. So these kind of moaning sounds that you hear halfway through the song is actually recordings of Axl and her having sex, much to Steven Adler's disgust. But I think Adriana was of the view that he didn't want to make her the permanent girlfriend, so she's obviously like, oh well, fuck it, anything goes. So this song is almost a song of two halves. You've got the bit kind of just over halfway through after the sex sounds, where it slows down and it goes into a pure thumping hands in the air. And that is the bit that I like most about that song, and it just goes off in a totally different tangent, and it gives it that really good feel factor, in my opinion, to the song. Okay folks, so that's me covered all 12 tracks in this absolute gem of an album, which was Guns N' Roses' debut album Appetite for Destruction. It's no wonder it sold over 30 million copies. So let me know in the comments below what your favourite song is from this album. Is it the hits Paradise City, Sweet Child of Mine, or do you agree with me and it's Night Train, or is it something different entirely? So don't forget, you can click on the screen and it will take you to my Fourth Wall shop. You can get your hands on some of my Relive the Music mugs. There's also t-shirts and mouse mats and various other things. It would really help me out. So hopefully you enjoyed this. This is the first in a kind of look back at classic albums that I'm going to be doing. So this was taken from a community tab where I put a poll up of which album I was going to cover, and this overwhelmingly came out on top. So if you visit my YouTube channel, you should be able to vote in it, and that'll be the album which I cover next. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe and all that good stuff. And until the next time, have a great day.